Hi there, this is Chris Klein, Director of Butterfly Ridge Butterfly Conservation Center here in Southeast Ohio with my next Landscaping for Life video. Most of my Landscaping for Life videos so far have been giving you suggestions about things to plant to attract butterflies. The next couple episodes I actually want to give you examples of things not to plant, okay? And I'm actually standing right in front of one of those, and this grass that's right behind me here, okay, that is miscanthus grass. Some people call it, I think they call it silver grass maybe. Miscanthus grass, I believe, is native to Asia, if I recall. Where this grass came from, this was actually a gift to my dad from one of his aunts. And so it actually started off with 4 plants, one, and then the other 3 are kind of tucked in there. So he got these four ornamental grasses, miscanthus grass, from his aunt that he planted here. And that would have been in the late 90s, if I recall, or the early 2000s. And now we have miscanthus grass. Well, let me show you. So there's a nice big batch, excuse me, nice big batch there. And down there's some next to the chicken coop. And here's some right here by the gravel pile. There's a couple nice big batches over by the wood pile. Let's see, you can see some down here by my truck. We're going to walk down the driveway a little bit, show you some more miscanthus grass. Here's some more growing next to the driveway. If you look way out there in the distance, you can see, let me see if I can get you a little closer here, miscanthus grass out there actually growing in the orchard. We also have a big bunch of miscanthus grass on the bank next to the highway. I've got it in the clearing out there. We've already dug a bunch in the past couple years out of the prairie. So we've got miscanthus grass pretty much all over the place, okay? And that's what we call invasive, okay? And in this case, I would actually raise it to the level of being a noxious weed, because once again, based just from these 4 plants that Dad originally planted, we now have it everywhere. And initially we tried digging it up. That's how we started out in the prairie before we turned that field into a prairie. We went through and dug out all of that miscanthus grass. So that's been our strategy up until pretty much right now. And obviously I haven't been able to keep up with it. When we dig it up, I mean, that seems to work, that seems to be effective, but it spreads much faster than we can dig it. And so our future plan for next year is we're going to have to use Roundup, we're going to have to use herbicide to try to knock it back, which I'm not a big fan, excuse me, not a big fan of doing, not a big fan of using the herbicide, but in this case I'm not sure that we have much of a choice. And realize, this miscanthus grass, I mean, you can go to your local garden center and buy it here in Ohio. You can go to places like Home Depot and Lowe's. You can get it on Amazon. Better Homes and Gardens, if you go to their website, they tell you about how great this stuff is, okay? No mention of the fact that it'll take over your landscape. And so that's something I'm wanting to kind of put the bug in people's ears, so to speak, to be cautious when you're planting things that are not natives, because many of these things just can get completely out of control. And for us here at Butterfly Ridge, this miscanthus grass, believe it or not, it's not the worst of the things that are out of control. It's not the worst of the invasives. It's certainly in the top 5 of the invasives, but it's actually not the worst one. And so, be cognizant of the plants that you purchase, you know, what they have the potential of doing, not only on the good side but also on the bad side. And like I said, in the next couple videos I want to showcase some of the invasives that we're dealing with here and how we've dealt with them and how that strategy may have to change to try to get rid of some of this stuff, and then also showcase some of the invasives that we've given up on that we openly admit we've lost the battle, and we're just trying to keep it out of some new areas, but I don't see any way that we can get it out of the old areas. So anyway, so just some things to think about in terms of invasive plants. Hope your holidays are going well, and for those of you who are sick like me, hope you get over it here pretty soon, and we'll see you next time. Bye.